Welcome back to Of Dice and Friends, your weekly serving of magic, mayhem, and misadventure. I'm Joey, your host and dungeon master, and this is our first recording without Sarek. If you're listening to this, hopefully you listened to our last episode, so you know what's going on. After last chapter, we all had a heart-to-heart about the events of the episode and how to move forward after Heen's death. If you'd like to hear that discussion, as well as gain access to 7 other patron-only exclusives, come join us on Patreon and Discord. And now, without further ado, I regretfully introduce Nolan.
Why? Why regretfully?
Because I know what I'm walking into.
No, listen. I had a joke planned for today. But honestly, I came in kind of salty today because it shouldn't have taken me this long to get here. But the traffic was so bad today, it just like soured my mood. So I was like just sitting there thinking like, it'd just be so much easier if I just had a house here. But I specifically want a house with a chimney. But I mean, it's ridiculously expensive.
Why wouldn't it be on the house?
Actually, it's through the roof. The cost, of course.
A double pun whammy.
How does it feel, Joseph?
I told you I would regret it. I told you.
Joey, are we going to be able to get past this?
No.
Okay. Our relationship is permanently
That's
tainted.
it. I'm done. Go home. Episode's over. Campaign's over.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Greg, and I play JR, and man, this is a sad day without Sarek. It feels empty.
Yeah, with just like this empty chair right there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But hey, on the bright side, we all level up, so I guess we should roll for our health right now.
Yeah. Wait, I forget how to roll for my health. Oh, yeah, D6.
All right, here we go.
Wait, who's rolling?
I am.
Oh, I did, and look what I got.
I can't see from here.
It's an 8.
I got a 1. That means I can roll again, right? Oh, thank God.
I got a 3.
Ooh.
I got a 5.
Hey!
Man.
Oh, man, I am so burly.
Does Mo need hit points? It seems like you're pretty much like invincible to almost everything.
Yeah, but I need more.
You need more, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, that 8 was useful. Also, an interesting animal. Have you ever heard of blue dragons?
No.
Like the fish?
Like your patron?
No, there's like these little things. They're in the sea cucumber family. They're really cool looking. Here, I'll post a picture on Discord,
you're not
but I'll
kidding.
show you all of them.
Oh,
They're like,
yeah.
I don't remember
Right,
what their
so-
actual name was because I forgot it, but they're in the sea cucumber family. They're really small and
cool.
poisonous, and they float around. They look so cool.
Let me see that.
That's really pretty. I can imagine Finian turning into that with his, antlers sticking out.
Really?
Yeah, they're really small. I think they're like the size of your hand, but if you pick them up, they're extremely poisonous. So don't
that's-
touch them if you see them. Anything
sounds-
that blue, do not touch.
I touch so many blue. I only touch blue things.
Huh.
But yeah, I'll have to look
Everything
up
around me
Wow,
is
seriously.
blue.
I'll have to remember what the scientific name is at some point, but I'll post a picture on Discord for everyone to see.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. Hey, it's Rachel. I am totally underprepared. This was kind of the part of the summer that I've been dreading ever since like the spring. Launched a new project, which is really cool. If you guys follow me on Facebook, I'm about to announce a new book, which most people don't know. So you're welcome,
do.
listeners. I'm going to Fort Collins Comic-Con next weekend. Will actually be the weekend before this was released. So by the time I'm recording next week's episode, I will just be coming back from moderating a couple panels there. And then after that, I'm going to Dragon Con. So I wasn't able to tell you guys in advance about Fort Collins Comic Con, but if any of you are in or around Atlanta, Georgia, come see me next weekend by the time this recording is dropped, where I will be there. I am actually really confused now. So we'll all just check our calendars.
When am I going to be where? I don't know.
I'm just smiling and nodding
It's true.
along.
Aaron is like, what are you doing in 2 weeks? I'm like, you expect me to know what I'm doing the weekend after next?
She's
What's
like,
wrong with you?
You know what she says? Go check my public calendar.
I'm like, Aaron, it's www.rachelrenner.com/events.
And I'm like, okay. Cool. I'll go check your calendar to see what you're doing next
My
weekend.
calendar is more organized than I am.
Yeah. Hey, you want to go out next weekend? I don't know. Check my calendar. So I wanted to talk about the color blue for a second.
Sweet. I'm all in.
I hope this
Joey
is a pun.
loves the color blue.
I love it.
I believe, and someone could check me on this, but I had read somewhere that there is no naturally occurring food that humans eat that is blue.
Blueberries?
They're not blue.
What are they?
They're like purple.
Yeah,
when
the
you squish
insides are
them.
not blue.
Oh, you're talking about the inside of a food?
Yeah. Yeah, blueberries are kind of whitish gray on the inside. The skin is like a dusky purple blue color, but yeah, there are very few to no foods that are true blue colored.
That's sort of like there are very few animals that are actually blue colored as opposed to just refracting blue.
Right,
And of course,
like-
if Sarek was here, he would explain it in like perfect scientific detail.
Exactly.
But
We
yeah,
need Sarek
there are
back for
very
this.
few actually blue things in nature.
That's right. Like the blue jay, for example, the feathers, when examined up close, are not blue.
Yeah.
They just the light
just
passes
refract.
through the feathers and they look blue because of that. It's like an iridescence.
Well, I'm blue today because we have an empty chair. So for our toast today, you guys, I would like to toast to both Heen and to Sarek. You will be missed. Come the fuck back soon. Cheers.
Cheers.
Man.
As the glass shatters because you hit it so hard.
Blue, I believe that I'm blue.
It's I'm blue, dabu dee dabu da.
Yeah, whatever. I'm trying to protect us.
Copyright
I feel like you really thought that's what the words were.
Those are.
Yeah, that seems
Source, I made
genuine.
it up. It's my own song.
Wow.
Chapter 51, Smoke and Mirrors. 2 days have passed since Karzar's execution, Heen's passing, and Tregeth's sacrifice. You've seen a lot of death recently, but the past couple of days have been blessedly quiet as you sail east aboard a small ship offered by Tregeth before he died. You sail towards the path of trickery, where one of 2 remaining demigods lives. Imiguth, the cloud giant, demigod of trickery. A couple days into the voyage, a heavy fog rolls in, obscuring vision of both the night sky and the dark ocean. It's only now that the silence of the journey is broken, as Sensei gathers each of you into a cramped mess hall below deck. Oh, my apologies in disrupting your quiet, but you know what I say. The early worm kills 2 birds. We're getting rather close to trickery. What is our plan exactly? You have a plan, yes?
Oh wow. Sensei has a point.
You know who always came up with plans?
Sarek was good at plans too.
Yeah.
Right. What are we going to do with a demigod who is dead, who lies every word coming out of their mouth?
Okay, well, I might have an idea that like an all-knowing DM might have forgotten about.
Yeah.
Well, I was just given a, and I am saying this as Mo for the record. I just have to figure out how to translate this. I got some new power, and people can't trick me anymore.
Are you sure? What's
Yeah.
on the ceiling?
I'm not going to look up.
Oh my god!
I'm clutching my chest in disbelief.
Mo has ascended.
Wait a minute. This is amazing. So we could pretend like we believe every word the demigod is saying, but you,
Yeah, I'll
Mo,
know. I'll know
could
if he's affecting
signal
us.
us
Yep.
and let us know. So we could pretend to go along with it and whatever trap it thinks it's laying, while you're like, but actually... See, this is all the plan we need. This is great. We don't need Heen. We miss him, but we don't need him. We're good. All right, let's go. Can we get off this boat yet? Because I'm ready to get off this boat.
Oh, wait, what is this signal? Not that I'll need it, of course, but just in case.
What is something I would never say?
I have an idea.
I have a good idea.
I read a book.
Wasn't Heen teaching you to read?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Just scratch your nose for... Well, I guess I was going to say if
But
he's
what
telling
if my
the truth.
nose actually itches?
Yeah, he scratches his nose
Okay,
a lot.
scratch your butt. No, wait, you can't do that
Yeah,
either.
that too.
I do
Yeah,
that
you're
all
right.
the time.
Okay, gosh, what's something he doesn't scratch
I
a
scratch
lot?
everything.
Okay. Just like cross your arms really tightly over your chest whenever he's lying. No, that's too much of a tell. I don't know. Do something subtle, Mo.
What if I sneeze?
Clap twice.
Yes. Every time he lies, sneeze. And then we will know that it's a lie. That sounds
move.
great.
But what if we're in a pepper room?
He probably has thought of that.
We have had problems with salt before. No, I'm sure it's fine. Every time he's lying, sneeze. That's a brilliant idea.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Let's get off the boat.
I think that's it. Aside from, of course, finding him.
Oh.
Right.
He's attracted to trickery, right?
Supposedly.
We just pull the biggest prank on everybody.
You have one in mind.
Like starting a monastery and lying to everybody.
That's a pretty good prank.
Have any of you been to the path of trickery before?
I've only been to Malice, Pandemonium, Mercy. I think that's Tenacity. Actually, no, I don't think. I think that's like one of the few ones I haven't been to yet.
Unless we were there and didn't know it. That's pretty tricky.
What's the terrain like in the path of trickery? Does anyone know?
It's just a big trampoline.
Well, I read up a little bit about it while I was alive, just in case, on the off chance, of course, I might wake up there post-mortem. From what I've read, the entire place is shrouded in some sort of fog, so it's going to be difficult to find our way around.
Is it moist fog?
Well, fog is water vapor, isn't it?
Oh.
Horace, you seem to have a wealth of scientific knowledge.
Of course I do. I am a learned man.
I'm gonna elbow Finian. Is that sarcasm?
What do you think?
Whoa. I can't handle all the changes happening to this group.
I just think if it's all right with you, I'd like to join you onto the path of trickery. I am a very persuasive man, and I think one persuasive man will understand a persuasive demigod a bit better.
I mean, he has a point. And listen, I know Finian stopped staring at me. Listen, he really did help us back there.
Yeah, he did.
It's true. I didn't doubt me for a second.
Just because a noodle falls off the plate into the dirt doesn't mean it's not still a good noodle.
He has not proven himself to be a noodle yet.
He helped us, though.
Okay, so he's like an al dente noodle.
Well, then let's be real. There's a job opening.
Oh my god.
Horace, what do you think about mutton chops? I'm just kidding. Nobody can grow mutton chops ever. That is for Heen only. Sorry,
we
Finian.
could take one of his eyes.
Oh, that's actually a better idea.
Well, he's a ghost.
We'll get a ghost knife.
I could help with this.
Oh my gosh. I thought you were going to give a good idea.
No, I wasn't going to give a good idea.
All right, fine. We got it. Lies, fog, sneezes. Let's go.
If he were here, he would certainly be able to bring his knowledge of the world to bear. I don't think any of us were as learned as he was.
Well, now we got Mo. He's the next smartest guy.
Oh,
so,
no.
Mr. Brains over here.
Gods help us.
Hey, I have a +1 in intelligence.
Yeah, I know. You're the smartest one
Where
here.
did that come from? I don't know. I learned something somewhere.
With a loud crack, the ship lurches as if slamming into something solid. You rush up to the deck to find the small crew of elves. They have immediately jumped into action to assess the situation, though it quickly becomes apparent to you that you've struck land. Even this close to the rocky shoreline, it's barely visible through the thick, white fog. The captain, a broad elf woman with mushrooms growing from her antlers, sighs as she notices you. Well, we're here.
They don't use lighthouses on this side of the world? I feel like that would have been really useful right here.
Not here in trickery.
Huh.
Yeah, I think they'd prefer that ships run aground here.
That is pretty tricky.
And they tricked you.
Ha ha.
Bazinga.
Before you depart, how will you find your way back?
Oh. Finian can turn us into farts, and then we fly back.
How will he know what direction?
I have no idea.
We could
We're in the fog.
We could leave a trail of buttons.
We can climb up very high in that form, but I don't know if it'd be high enough.
Wait, can't we just walk through trees?
Yes, we could.
That's true.
We could do that. But we wouldn't come back to the boat. Unless there's a tree right
Do
here.
we? I'll turn and look at them. No offense when I say this, but do we actually need to come back to the boat? Because where's the final giant? Isn't he on the others, like the living side? So we could maybe just like walk tree to swamp.
Finian, will you make a nature check for me?
How's it 22?
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah.
Man, we're lost.
God.
Finian, you are aware that teleporting from one side to the other through Legal is risky business. There's a reason that Theckham, the one city that connects the two halves, is such a popular place. Because you can physically walk from one half to the other without magical means.
I can bring us back to a point in Noctara. So whether that's back in Mercy, or possibly even to Theckham along the boundary.
Oh, so a boat will be the best move then, because we have to sail through anyway.
Well, if we make our way to Theckham, that would still be faster than sailing there.
True. And we always seem to find boats anyway. They're like everywhere.
Worst
just
case
take 'em.
scenario, I can just light the trees on fire that we pass. You know what I mean? So it'll be like a line of torches bringing us back where we need to go.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Okay,
Well,
I'll just catch them all on fire. That sounds good. Are we ready to go?
If we're going to use my abilities to travel, you don't want to kill the trees.
Well, we'll leave one.
Fine.
Okay, that's
Finian,
risky.
you're plan A, but I'm very close behind plan B.
Wait, hold on. Joey, Ents don't exist in this world, do they?
Roll on nature?
What about lore axes?
I got a 3.
Most people are dryads. Yeah.
We'll
fact.
We'll make a lot of trees angry, actually, if we burn them.
You would
Unfortunately,
make me angry if you burned all the trees on this land.
I don't hear you because I'm so impatient to get off the boat and away from the ocean. I've already jumped onto the jagged rocks and I'm making my way towards land. Sorry.
We'll let her go for a moment. So, should we let the sailors of this
should we
ship
actually
go?
let her go? It's like really foggy out.
She seems to have desired to leave with or without us. So.
You
know
hear me
what?
scream really loud.
That scream sounded like she's handling whatever's out there.
Yeah, I think we should just turn around.
Guys, help!
Wait, it's trickery. It could be anything out there.
Wait. Are you
Good.
tricked right now?
Well, I don't want to spend the key points to find that out.
Guys!
Tana, how do I know it's you?
Well, something only Tana would say.
Get your asses down here before I light you all on fire!
Oh, okay, that's Tana.
I mean, yeah, that sounds like Tana.
I think it's safe that you could leave and not risk danger here.
May Tregeth's light guide your way.
Thank you. And to you.
And you as well.
Tana, the group does actually catch up with you just a few feet away from shore.
Well, I didn't realize that there would be tide pools scattered amongst the rocks, and so the fog was so thick that I actually fell into a puddle. So in my haste to flee from the ocean, I landed in the ocean. So I guess you'll find me, wringing out my hair and my cloak, just freaking out.
Didn't you have a spell to kind of dry yourself off? Like a prestidigitation?
Oh yeah! I cast prestidigitation on myself.
It's only taken us 51 episodes where everybody at the table can pronounce that.
I still
correctly.
can't. I'm not going to try.
Oh,
Yep.
really? You don't? Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. You're not a
That
caster.
spell alone is why I'll never be a caster.
Sorry guys, false alarm, I'm okay.
Oh, man, no monsters?
No, not yet.
God, I had some pen of rage I wanted to take out. I mean, I'm
Oh.
perfectly fine.
Yeah, buddy.
Sensei will take a step away from you. And like he said, the entire island continent seems to be covered in this dense fog. It conceals line of sight, of course, but it also kind of muddles your thoughts. You feel like your brain is moving through molasses. And it occurs to you now, it really dawns on you just how difficult it might be to find a trickster god in a place like this. But here you are, and presumably you begin walking.
I remember I need to do my foresight, see what I saw. And I get an extra dice thanks to the patrons.
One of those is an 18 from Ricky.
Ooh, thank you, Ricky.
Joey, I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh, I got another 18 and a 14.
Wow.
I have a bone to pick with you. So
Yeah.
I actually did my research on 50 episodes before. And it turns out that when you use wild magic at level 14, you get to choose one of two options on the chaos table. So you owe me a spell.
Oh, things I did not know.
Wait, did I just tell you something you didn't know?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I've never played a wild magic sorcerer.
Damn! Guys, mark this moment. This will never happen again.
Dude, why are you even DMing,
You're
man?
right. Rach, go ahead. Take the episode from here.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's it.
so pandemonium. Just
Wait.
tentacles pop out of every orifice in your body. No? Okay, back to you,
No.
Joey.
Right, so Trega's gift to you is a little redundant. We will find you something wonderful to replace it.
And chaotic, thank you.
Of course.
So I got 14 and 2 18s. So future's looking pretty good.
For somebody.
Okay, so now what?
Can I cast my green flame blade? You're supposed to do a melee attack, but I'm going to be attacking the fog. So I'm just wondering if I could use it as
Yeah,
a torch.
sure.
Cool.
Sure.
So I'm
also,
gonna.
you have control fire, so
Yeah, but
don't-
it's green, which is
Of
even
course.
cooler.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, so I will be walking around with my green flame blade.
using it like a machete.
Yeah, like slicing and
Yeah.
dicing the fog. And to be fair, because the fog would evaporate, I do think, like in a jungle, I could be macheting the fog to clear a path. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I don't know where I'm going.
Or I could just direct wind at the fog to blow it away.
Whatever. Go wild. Anyway, I'm just walking in this direction, and I will point where I think is the opposite direction as the ocean.
I will cast fog to make it even harder to see.
Listen here, you.
I'll look over to Sensei. So you've read about this place. Is this like Mercy and Tenacity? Are there going to be living people here?
No. The only living creatures on this side of the world are the elves and the orcs. This place is just a barren wasteland of souls.
Oh, that makes it creepier.
So finding a town is probably out of question.
Most likely. I mean, the souls they can still establish towns of their own, but if you're looking for living beings, we'll be hard-pressed to find any of those.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, if we really want to know where he is, someone has a certain book that we could ask.
That's true.
Oh, who?
You, Mo.
Yes, you.
What?
You've got a book of omniscience.
Yeah, I still have all the charges.
Mo?
What?
Motus!
What?
Mo, you didn't. Did you?
All the charges are gone. Just kidding. We're in the trickery path.
You
Gotcha.
got me there.
Oh,
now
shit,
take
where's
out
the
the
book?
fucking
Yes, you know, it's all fun and games until someone loses their mind.
Wow, that's actually kind of works here. Wow.
Thank you.
I'm going to start patting you down like really belligerently looking for the book.
I'll be joining you because I don't know what pocket I put it in.
Okay, but actually, where's the book? Hey, what's
It's
this?
right here. Here, that's it.
Oh, that wasn't a book.
No, don't worry about that. Here's this. Here's the book.
I will be even redder than I was before as I take the book from your hand.
Tana, you have the familiar purple leather-bound book with 2 charges remaining.
I should probably extinguish my flame blade for the moment.
Yes.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah, I've already ignited one book on fire. Remember that? That was
Yep.
bad. That was really bad. Oh, what am I asking? Just where to find the demigod?
Should we ask what direction? Because if it gives us a name, we're not going to know where to go.
That's true.
We could just ask how to find him. Maybe
Okay.
there's like a certain sequence we have to do.
Okay.
Yes, but what if it just says, ask for directions?
Wow, it would.
Then we ask for directions.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Okay, so I'll hold the book up and I'll say, assuming there's no one around to ask directions, how do we find Imagith, the demigod?
The answer, highlighted in yellow very helpfully for you.
It's a really helpful book.
It is a nice book.
God, we bought it used, so it's already highlighted.
Yeah.
At least the pages aren't dog-eared because that would be unforgivable.
Yeah. The answer is get his attention. He loves a spectacle.
See? So we have to pull a prank. The
Everywhere
biggest prank ever.
Everywhere we've gone, we've made quite a spectacle, so we shouldn't have any difficulty, and I don't even think we'll have to try.
Okay, so I have Firestorm, Fireball, a bunch of tentacles.
I have a bucket of water we could throw on Tana.
Shenanigans.
At which point, there will be fireballs, firewalls, firestorms.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, watch out.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we should burn trees. I mean, that'll get his attention.
I think he'd probably be more likely to want to be entertained.
Well, we do have a man who's like spent his entire career tricking people. What kind of spectacle would you do, Sensei?
Oh, you're talking about me?
Yeah, like what would you do if you wanted to get the town's attention?
Well, I always like hearing my name shouted by adoring fans, so why don't we set up some sort of a parade?
Oh, that's a good idea. Finian, can you turn into an elephant?
Absolutely. I have no idea.
Actually, that's a wonderful idea. And I could cast like Scorching Ray to light a path, and then I'll bring out Kriv, and he can help me be like a cheer squad. This is great. This is great. Let's do
My
it.
only concern is we don't want it to seem like a trap, do we?
Well, if the whole thing is about trickery and deception.
You're the king of humans. Let's throw you a parade.
Of course, it was so obvious.
Okay, Mo, you go get a crown, make it out of sticks, leaves, poop, mud, whatever you need to do. JR, you conduct the elephant. I'm gonna get Kriv. I'm also gonna get a bunch of fireballs to light the way. This is gonna be so much fun! Hey, I have a question. With prestidigitation, can I change the color of my fire? Could I have like a rainbow fire?
Absolutely.
Let's do this.
And good news, guys, I found the crown. I just poured the water out of this bucket.
So you're gonna stick a bucket over his head? Done. Okay.
Yeah, I actually don't know if I could turn into an elephant. I'm level 14. And
Druids
I don't
have
know
that
if I
weird.
can-
Yeah.
But
it's
you're
kinda
not
weird. I
a
don't-
moon druid, so maybe.
No.
What are the mechanics?
I think elephants are CR4, so I think for you it would be divide by 4 or 3. I'm not sure.
What about an elephant seal?
That's probably almost as big as an elephant.
Elephants.
Could you imagine Sensei riding an arf, arf, arf?
Like this giant 6,000 pound like flesh goblin.
Done.
Great. Okay.
Oh, it's gonna have antlers too.
Okay.
Where's Dergus? I keep losing him. He's got a mind of his own, that one. I summoned Dergus.
Poof. Here he is.
Dergus looks really pissed at me.
Wonder
Like
why.
he was having a good time. It appears I've pork blocked
Ew.
Dergus.
Good. That means
Yeah.
you're
You're
not evil.
You're doing the God's work.
What festive wear is he wearing this time?
Dergus, what are you wearing?
What?
I don't really want to talk about that right now. It makes me uncomfortable.
I just figured you'd say Mardi Gras beans, but beans, beads, but that's fine.
Well, they probably are beans.
Okay.
We don't have plastic
Anyway.
beans here.
So then, just to set the stage, I've got a bunch of like meteors and stuff flying around that are all different colors, right? Like lasers. And then we've got an elephant seal carrying the king of humans on his back with a bucket. Kriv is behind me with like all of his tentacles doing like disco moves and stuff, like dancing. And then, I don't know, JR, what are you doing?
He's a blue dragon.
I don't know. That's a waste of a 6th level spell.
You could act like a dragon.
Wait, are you actually a dragon or just making dragon sounds?
I don't want to waste my 6th level spell, so I'm just gonna like paint my wings blue.
Nice. Cool.
Just making the noises
Yeah.
as you stomp
I'm
around.
a dragon.
I mean, I might be biased, but I think this is probably the best parade I've ever seen.
I mean, also, that would be rather entertaining.
Trickery.
Only parade you've ever seen.
Okay, I need all of you to make a collective performance check. JR, your next performance is a 10 from Melpomene.
Oh. I have a +5 for performance, so that
I have
Same.
a +6.
I have a -1. I got a 15.
I also got a 15 with that 10.
23.
I also got a 15.
Are you serious?
You want to
Yeah.
hear something weird? The next failed performance is also a 15 from Tom. Apparently, there is some
Whoa.
weird magic around 15 and performances.
That's crazy.
Well, what that tells me, I'll give that 15 to Tana. So
What?
you're all at 15. There is a
Whoa.
sense of synchronicity between all of you. You are all somehow completely in tune with this absurd plan. I should roll for Sensei.
Can we make the noises that we're supposed to make while we're in the parade? Because I want to do noises.
That'd be funny. Actually,
Grar. Gar.
crap, that tickles. Stop.
Rar.
Joey, why-
Just
Joey,
land on a
why are you
strange
face palming? This is the
picture.
best
We
parade
land on a
ever.
strange alien world.
Rar.
We're the ambassadors for the living side. That's tough. I think I just got a new what I wouldn't do that Mo did.
What's that?
Just in the fog, twirling in the time. Behold the king of humans.
You're riding on my back while I whatever they do, like belly flop along the ground.
Yeah, they don't. It's not a graceful move.
No,
this is
it's-
like he's moving like 2 feet a
Horace
turn.
is probably holding on for his life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Horace isn't even yelling out. He's just horrified at what's going on. This is a new experience for all of you. And I mean,
I, for one, am loving it.
bringing a bit of pandemonium to trickery, right? And it's good that you had some sort of a plan, because very quickly as you're marching, it becomes obvious how difficult it would be to navigate this place. Between the darkness of Noctara and the omnipresent fog that clings to everything, I mean, you have virtually zero visibility. And as you march, you do hear the occasional fleeting conversation between souls that quiet, many of them joining your parade as
Really?
you go.
They're joining us?
Very quickly, you have a procession of ghosts chanting and cheering behind you, a little ghostly band playing music. It's
Wow. I think I just gained a little bit of insight into why Sensei did what he did.
You have brought life to what is otherwise limbo. This place, you get the impression that ghosts here just wander from illusion to illusion until they eventually fade and pass into Espis to be reincarnated.
Oh wow.
And now that you're paying a bit more attention to it, you see those illusions too in the fog. Much like how you saw your past in Legal. But unlike Legal, you're not seeing what was, you're seeing what could have been, but never will be.
Oh, that's brutal.
I'm just going to go back to my tentacles and my fireballs, if you guys don't mind.
You see Mo laughing as he gathers firewood with his siblings, not a care in the world. JR dramatically presenting a flower to a human woman with black hair, both of them wearing matching wedding rings. Tana sitting in a tavern with her twin Kai, giggling as he tries a noodle for the first time. Finian presenting his fungal research to a proud Treguth who listens to every word. And
Wow.
Sensei, showered in praise and gold by a small crowd of not fans nor followers, but friends. The flashes are distant, though. As you are alive, you're not subjected to these illusions, these tricks, as much as the souls are. After a time, though, these visions fade, and you're left with a sense of conviction. The only life you have is this one, and you're here for a reason. And that reason, perhaps, shows up right in front of you as your parade essentially collides with a tavern. Because of the fog, you couldn't see it until you're right on top of it. But built into this little quaint green valley is a tavern. The sign above it depicts a kitten on its back, playfully holding a cup of ale. Blocky words underneath read, "The Tipsy Kitten."
Oh,
Wow.
so cute.
Many of your gained companions, the souls, but at this point have departed. They've been lured away by some other illusion, something distracting them. And you're left with some quiet here in this valley facing this tavern. And you
How do we know we're in a valley? If the fog is so thick.
shut up.
Leave that in.
That is good.
You're right. You have no idea where you are, but you see the tavern and you feel a power coming from it. Maybe your plan worked. Maybe you have arrived where you need to be.
Maybe I need a bigger fireball. Okay, fine.
I turned back into Finian.
Yeah, Finian's right. We shouldn't throw fireballs in taverns. That was bad last time.
Maybe I need a bigger creature.
Okay. How about we just go in and get some ghost ale?
It'll probably be non-alcoholic. Trickery.
Rude.
Yeah, I guess we're just going to walk in like we belong. I think that's what we got to do.
Yeah. Anywhere there's alcohol, I belong.
Wait, should we make a spectacle of it, though? Isn't that the point?
Well, no. Now we got to do the
No,
trickery.
we'll make a spectacle.
Okay.
I'll go
Anywhere
kick in the
we go
door.
is a
I
spectacle.
am here. Start like flapping my wings and running around.
I'm picturing you flapping both your wings and your arms as
Yep.
if they're also wings.
I'm still not used to my wings, so I flap my arms pretending they're wings.
Yeah,
like a human
exactly.
usually does.
I
But it just does everything.
I guess Kriv will be waving his tentacles with you.
Slamming the simple wooden door of this tavern wide open, you find a quaint little tavern on the inside. There are 3 ghostly customers sitting, well, they were being quiet, at 3 different tables, while the barkeeper, the spirit of a pigeon Aarakocra woman, nods in welcome. Welcome to a rock and hard place. I'm Manila. What can I get for you?
Oh,
Today's special is a perfect blend of possum and chameleon.
Oh, I'm going to ignore that. Just 2 quick questions. One, you called it a different name. I thought it was the drunk kitten.
Nah, the name's been Last Rest. Always has been, always will be.
Oh, also, do you have a bathroom here?
Of course, right through the back. We don't see living folk here often, but...
Oh, cool. I meant that for Nolan, too. I'll be back.
So
I will take a possum and chameleon.
and for the rest of you,
What else you got?
that's unfortunately the only, those are the only animals that live here in the Path of Trickery. You have to understand, I'm not terribly used to cooking for living folk, so
I'll take your strongest ale, please.
that I can do.
Wonderful.
Can living drink the strongest ale?
I don't know, but we can certainly try. One of the customers, a tiefling with a fancy horn filling that was apparently important enough to his identity that it remained even in his spirit, sets down his ectoplasmic ale and calls over to the party. Hey, I'm this tavern's tiefling. You know the rules. 2 of us in one place is bad for business.
I'm just sort of flabbergasted to see another tiefling.
Well, he just stares at you blankly, like expecting you to leave.
Do you want me to... You leave! I want my ale!
That was your first. He crosses his arms.
Okay, well, I can see right through you. At least I'm solid. Give me my ale. I'm gonna reach forward and try and grab it.
Yeah, you're powerful enough that you can grab the ale.
Yeah.
And Nilla, the Aarakocra, will also serve the meal. It is surprisingly bland. I guess Heen was right. Ghosts aren't big on salt. And now that Nolan and Mo are back, thank you for joining us.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. I had to go to the bathroom. Wait, real quick. So I was just realizing this, guys. You figure, since we're in a ghost tavern, like the bathroom would be weird, but they had a bathroom for like living people.
Huh.
That was weird. Who's this guy?
Do ghosts have to use... Did I need to use the bathroom when I was a ghost? I'm gonna think about this for a moment.
Oh, wow. I did not we did not address this.
Only if it's essential to your identity.
I drank a lot of ghost ale when I was a ghost. Huh, I'll have to think about that.
Well, anyway, now that I have you all back, The door slams and audibly locks behind Mo,
That's not good.
It's a
jolting
trick.
and silencing everyone in the room. And then the door vanishes, leaving only more wall. The tiefling looks around, horrified. What is this? Some kind of prank?
Did I do that or did you? I'm just going to look at the tiefling.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
It wasn't
Did you roll
me.
chaos?
No.
A dwarf with an intricately braided gray beard cuts in, stopping your argument with the tiefling. I'll tell you what this is. This is false imprisonment. The important question is who is responsible. And he looks at both you and the other tiefling. The third and final customer, an old goblin sitting alone at a corner table, immediately points to the bartender.
It's her tavern. Ask her.
She waves him away with a shush, just as a whisper carried on the wind drifts into everyone's ears. I, Imiguth, am hiding among you. Find me, and I'll listen to your plea. Fail to, and you'll have to fight for your lives. I'll give you only a single guess. The game has begun. I have, just to establish this for you guys and the listeners, I have a piece of paper with each of the 4 NPCs written on it. I will put these here, where everyone can see.
Can I touch them?
Yes, I guess. Don't look at them, though. Wait.
Oh.
Inside
Dang it.
Inside each of them, it says whether they are real, or one of them says that they are Imiguth. I'm putting them here so you all see them. I can't switch them out.
Oh, that's why you're doing that. I see.
Make
Okay.
sense?
Yep.
So, good luck. What do you do?
No, I think the answer is obvious. We roll a d4.
Okay, wait. The first thing we should try is if he's using some kind of like illusion magic, it costs, I think, 2 key per person.
Why don't you just ask each of them?
Right, and then I can. Well, no, I don't know if asking him will work. I think so.
Didn't
I
the
can end an illusion on myself. So if he's hiding as one of them, I can use 2 key points to see if he's using an illusion.
Yeah.
So far, the bartender's the only one that's
But that's who
been
you
misleading.
think it would be. That's who you
Okay.
think it would be.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Okay, so there's 4 people. So, that's 8 key points. I kind of hope he's not in here. I'll go down to 6 key points. I'm going to walk up to each of them without saying anything, but I do have a monocle now. Yeah. And I have a tobacco pipe too. I'm going to use key points now. And I'll stare at the bartender.
There is no illusion over the bartender.
Okay. Next up, the goblin.
There is an illusion over the goblin.
Ooh. I'm going to keep that to myself for the moment because I want to have a dramatic reveal.
Yep.
I'm going to move over to the tiefling now.
The
Yeah.
tiefling has no illusion.
And finally, I'm going to walk over to the dwarf.
No illusion.
So I'm going to pull up a chair to the goblin.
Okay.
And I'm going to put my elbows on the table and lean in and just not say anything for 10 seconds.
He will squirm away from you.
Drop the act, goblin.
How? How do you know?
I can see it with my eyes.
He will shamefully drop the illusion, and he is a much older goblin than he is presenting.
Oh, he's had a lot of work done.
Okay, I'm going to be real with you, Rico. That's not what I was expecting. Why are you hiding yourself?
Well, after my wife left. Wait, that's not important to this.
I mean, it's kind of important to me because you're hiding and we're in a room that we're locked in and you got to explain yourself here.
Okay, well, you're talking to the goblin about his love life. I'm going to take my green flame sword and round on the tiefling.
Fair.
You.
Whoa. No need to get violent.
Why did you say there can only be 2 of us here? What's your deal?
Oh, come on. It's bad for business. Everyone knows that.
Everyone else is dead. What do they care? This is probably the one place where we're not the weirdest thing here.
He looks around and he nods thoughtfully. Okay, all right.
Where are you from, anyway? What part of Mount Orem? I haven't seen you before.
I wasn't born in Mount Orem.
Oh, how convenient. Where were you born?
Whoa. I was born in Belior, all right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Well, you want my whole life story?
Yeah,
Because I'll give it to you.
Why don't you? And I'm going to sit down and put my elbows on the table and steeple my fingers.
He'll pull out a satchel. Again, a ghostly satchel that is very important to him, and start pulling out health potions and elixirs. See, so I'm what you call a multi-level marketing bard.
What's that?
I work for the Pyramid of Vitality. Have you ever heard of them?
No, what's that?
We sold dietary supplements and health elixirs. Here, let me show you.
Yeah, okay. This is really interesting.
You got to get sensei on that.
This seems like the perfect sort of setup for somebody who's a trickster.
True.
What? He's just selling me potions. They actually look kind of cool.
Yeah, they're colorful. I mean, whoever designed the glassware that these are in knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I mean,
they're alluring.
They're entertaining me.
And he just keeps pulling them out like more and more. And then as he's pulling them out, he continues talking. You know, after dedicating my life to informing the public about the health benefits of our supplements, I was sure that I was going to wake up in truth. Or at least tenacity for knocking on thousands of doors. But no, I end up here. I gotta tell you, Legal must be nuts.
You know, I've got somebody that you should meet. Hey, Horace. I'm gonna bring Horace over here.
Horace will come over.
I feel like you two have so much in common.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to the pigeon. So, you opened up a bar in the middle of this place? I mean, haven't you ever heard location?
Well, I mean, souls need to drink too.
Oh, that's true. God, what kind of weird situation this is, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Imiguth is really strange. You believe in him, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, let me tell you, his brother is so much better.
Imiguth's brother?
Yeah. Thogith? That guy. He must be the older brother. You know, I have an older brother who I live in his shadow, and it must really suck for that guy to live in Thogith's shadow.
Oh, I like what you're doing.
I'm trying to piss him off.
Mm-hmm. She leans in kind of close and puts a finger to her beak. I think that's real risky what you're saying. If Imiguth is here, and he's as real as the starry sky, I've seen him before, I really don't know that you should be pissing him off.
Look, I'm the eye of the storm, so I have his brother's gift and not his lame-ass gift. I mean, what would he even give a gift? Oh, what?
That's good.
Trickery? I mean, come on. Trust me, like I said, I'm a kindred spirit of him. I have a brother who's way better than me, so I know how it is to suck.
She's getting visibly nervous about this, looking around the room, looking at everyone else, like worried that someone is going to overhear this and get real mad.
Yeah, I'm talking
Are you talking loudly?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want everybody to hear it, don't you?
Will you make an insight check for me? But actually, your insight is a 13 from Jason.
So, 12.
Her nerves are really hard to read. You're not sure if it's because she is genuinely nervous that Imiguth will get mad, or if she's trying to hide the fact that she herself is angry.
So, do you have any siblings?
I have 2 younger sisters.
I go over to the dwarf.
Yeah, he's sitting with his arms crossed, watching everyone grumpily.
I sit down.
He doesn't say anything.
My name's Finian. How are you?
He looks over at you. What's the point of this litigation anyway? You know we're not going to get anywhere.
What makes you think that?
You think testimony from a god of lies means anything?
If one knows the truth, then one can tell when one is telling a lie.
Fine. All right, you have to do your due diligence. What do you need to know?
That's a nice beard you have there. How long did it take to grow?
Oh, thank you. I've actually been growing this since I was a baby. We don't shave, you know.
Are you born with a beard like that?
Well, not like this. This took tending and care to get this glorious.
But dwarves, they're born with beards?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, interesting. What kind of ale do you normally like to drink when you're not dead?
I'm rather fond of a good IPA now and again. Hey, I see what you're doing here. Details about my life are inadmissible evidence. The statute of limitations has long since expired.
Were you a lawyerly dwarf in your previous life? You seem to know a lot about the law and litigation.
I may or may not have. Who's asking?
Finian the elf.
That's right. You did say that. Why don't we come to some settlement here? We both know that I'm not Immigoth. No lawyer has ever lied.
I like this over towards JR.
Hey, you guys. Okay, so if things with the demigods don't work out, sorry, what's your name?
Kopesh.
Kopesh. Kopesh has this awesome idea. So all we have to do is buy a bunch of his stuff, and then we go out and we sell the stuff. But if we sell the stuff and we make money, then we help him get money. But that also makes
Tana,
us
I'm going to stop you right there, and I'm
rich.
going to speak to you from a place of experience.
Yeah.
I love it.
I knew you would. I knew you would be into this, Mo. Really. So, okay, all we have to do is buy. How much do we have to buy?
Well, the more you buy, the more money you'll make.
The more. Wait a minute.
Wait, also, where's he pulling all those potions from?
Where have I heard this before? The more you buy, I'm gonna just look at Horace with my eyes
Horace
squinted.
is pinching the bridge of his nose. Don't tell me you're really buying what he's selling.
But it's multi-level marketing. It makes sense.
The fool even has it in the name. The pyramid. Oh, come on.
Wait, hold on. Where did he pull all of those potions from? Because didn't he pull a ton out and put them on the table?
This is my satchel. I've traveled thousands of miles with this trusty satchel at my side.
I'm rubbing like the growing creep in my temples. Okay. All right. Is anyone else having better luck?
I turned to the dwarf again. So I was very confused. Do you happen to know the name of this bar?
Yeah, this is the Ticklish Otter last I checked.
Why doesn't anybody seem to know the name of this bar?
I just told you the name of this bar.
What's the name of this bar?
Puzzles.
Wow.
Interesting. Nobody here seems to be able to tell the truth about the name of this bar.
Objection! I have told you only the truth and nothing but the truth.
What's your name, dwarf?
My name is Stumpy Grundlebeard. The patrons named me.
And Stumpy, where were you born?
On the Granite Peaks, worked in business law. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're tricking me into telling you my backstory.
There's no trickery here. I will gladly tell you my backstory all day long, and all night, and the next day, and the day after that if you'd like.
Then why don't you?
I would be glad to pull up a chair and we'll talk for a long, long time if you'd
All right.
like.
Well, Finian's out of the episode.
Okay, so I think, back to me. I'll keep talking to the goblin. So why did your wife leave you?
That's a touchy subject. I need you to roll persuasion.
I'm good at persuasion. Oh, okay. I rolled a 25.
Wow. Okay. You know, he trusts you. You're in.
Oh, sweet Lily. She was wonderful, but I wasn't good enough for her. I got into gambling and I had a problem, all right. If I could take it back, I would tell her how I feel, how I felt sooner, but you know how life gets away from you, and before I knew it, scammed the wrong people, and then I woke up here.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I don't know if you know this, but do you remember me?
I've never seen you before in my life. Did you stop by the pawn shop?
I stopped by the shop. You gave us some. Well, we found some salt. I think we found some salt, returned it to you, and you made us go send it back to where it was supposed to go. And then when we came back, we found out that you had died like a long time ago.
Wasn't me. Must have been after I died. Someone was impersonating me?
Interesting, isn't it?
I don't like that at all.
I don't either.
Why would anyone want to? They must have been in it for the money. My pawn shop was renowned in Yabu's rise.
Interesting.
I'll just be leaning on the bar. Man, can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
Thogut's, I already used his power and I know exactly who it is, but I just want him to have his little game.
Make an insight check again.
I'm going to use my inspiration because I never do. And I keep getting it and forgetting. Ooh, 15, and then +3 from my fate. So that is a 18.
You've talked to her long enough at this point. You get the impression that she is genuinely concerned about Inigut's wrath and not jealous of what you're saying. Not bothered personally.
After getting that, I'm gonna walk over to someone else and then just start talking shit to him.
I don't want to buy any of your crud.
What?
Stop shoving it in my face.
You just agreed.
I disagree now, because if you and Horace agree on the same thing, I disagree. Take your stupid potions back. And I'm just gonna start throwing them back in his
He'll be catching
bag.
them and...
I don't want them.
Oh, all right.
I'm
You're
starting
lost.
to think this whole pyramid
You're-
scheme
listen.
is what?
If you don't want to, correct the few gray hairs that are showing up in your temples, that's on you.
My hand will immediately go to my. What are you talking about?
And he'll smirk a little, but he'll continue packing away the potions.
Horace, do you see any grays? And I'm gonna stick my head in his face. Do you see? And look, it's still blue, right?
Well, it's well, you know what they say: beauty is in the eye of the tiger.
I'm gonna sit down really hard with just kind of a devastated look on my face.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be more honest.
It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's all right.
Hey, so I'll cut you a deal.
What?
I'm half what we agreed on. Because I like you so much. I mean, we tiefling have to stick together.
I'm gonna walk over to the two tieflings and just...
We're kind of in a scuffle right
Yeah,
now.
just be like, "Man."
I'm throwing the stuff on the ground because he keeps thrusting it in my face. So things are getting a little heated.
Wow, this seems like a total scam. You know who wouldn't fall for a big scam?
Who?
Thogith. God, he's so clever. He would see right through any tricks.
Oh, yeah, you're right, man. I'm gonna scramble to my feet and be dusting dye and medicine off my cloak. You're right, that Thogith. He's really smart. He's so much
man, I
smarter
was doing
than.
business here.
Yeah, no. You don't understand. I see. I'm the eye of the storm, so just.
Oh, do you need? I have eye drops. Do you? He'll
see,
shuffle through his
I'm
bag.
gonna elbow JR. Yeah, I don't think this is the one you're looking for. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. He's probably not important like the trickster.
Come on. You know what I mean?
Thanks. I need to get out of there. Man, these MLMs, you gotta look out for them.
And then on my 40th birthday, after much study and
You all
thinking
hear
and
that
contemplation,
whisper in your wind. All right, 2 minutes. I'm getting impatient.
I determined I could turn myself into a newt.
Finian. I'm sorry, what?
A newt.
Okay, Finian, come here.
Is the dwarf alive?
He was a ghost before. Now there's nothing left.
Does the dwarf look patient or impatient?
I mean, who would look patient?
Yeah, the dwarves are. I'm gonna have him roll a Constitution saving throw. He rolled a 16. That's pretty good. Yeah,
that's hardy.
Yeah, he's just listening. Mm-hmm. He's used to long litigation, so
Yeah. Somehow I think a god of trickery wouldn't have the patience for that. Do we need a huddle? I feel like we need a huddle.
Yeah, we have 2 minutes. So.
Okay, all right.
But Stumpy here has been
fast huddle.
listening so carefully and closely.
I'm gonna pull you by the sleeve and pull you over. I guess
Stumpy,
Dargus
are you
is
okay if I leave you to your table?
okay. Dargus, come on. I'll usher the pig over to the huddle. Okay.
So I don't think it's the bartender. She was taking the insults thrown at the trickster giant pretty well.
Yeah.
She seemed more nervous that he was going to come and kill us. So
I'm not sure about the tiefling. He seemed more interested in selling me stuff to make himself money than really anything else.
well, hold on. I like gold.
yeah. So
Yeah, maybe
So
you
which
can.
means the storm giant might like gold. Which means the trickster giant might like gold.
Okay, Finian.
Well, my friend over there seemed all too eager to listen to my story, which nobody ever is.
And
And then secondly, he kept going on about how unhappy he was that we'd have to litigate the truth or the lies.
Okay.
So I wonder about him.
Mo, what did you find out?
Okay, bear with me because this is going to sound weird. I don't think that Rico is the giant. I think he's a victim of the giant.
What?
So the Rico we saw, I don't think that was Rico. In fact, I'm thinking about a lot of the stuff we saw. I wonder how much Imagath has been with us.
Wait, you're talking about...
I saw Sensei in Yabu's Rise, and that wasn't him.
You're talking about the illusions.
Yeah.
And I saw Karzire. That wasn't him.
And I saw my elven friends in the swamp trying to persuade me to take a different path.
You think the god of trickery has been following us?
I mean, he did turn everybody into clouds. I'm going to roll a history to see if I recognize anyone else, like, just passing by.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
I wouldn't have noticed him following us, but now that I see if anyone in here looks familiar other than Rico.
Oh, that's good.
While you do that, I'm going to start knocking on tables and stuff, because if I were a god of trickery, I wouldn't even disguise myself as a living thing. I would just be like a chair. So while you're doing that, I will just be banging on the furniture.
You could burn the chairs.
I might.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
You certainly recognize Rico, with and without the illusion. However, the other three you do not recognize.
Okay, I'm going to start lighting chairs on fire. So I'm going to start casting my meteors at the various furniture in the tavern.
How's the ventilation in this room?
Oh, you're completely sealed in. So the clock is ticking.
I know, I'm lighting stuff on fire really fast.
Let's just put our votes in and see where we're sitting at.
It's not this chair.
I think it's the dwarf.
Okay, it's not this table either.
I think it might be the dwarf.
Oh, this is... I don't think it matters. Beating him is going to be just practice for his brother. He's going to be the real challenge.
I could light the dwarf on fire.
It sounds like you have a guess.
Yeah,
that
and
you all have agreed on.
And one
Yeah.
more meteor, too.
Well, keep it. We might need it.
Yeah,
if it's him.
I'm holding it, baby.
So you know I'm not messing with the paper. Nolan, would you like to open the dwarf's paper
I get the honors?
and reveal?
Moving on up, Nolan.
It will either say real or Imagath.
All right. So I guess I'm going to turn and point at the dwarf and say, Stumpy Grundlebeard.
Oh, yeah, present.
My hand is raised over my head, ready to light him on fire.
We hereby declare that you are Imagath. You are the demigod of trickery. All right, are you guys ready?
It's like we're at the Academy Awards. I'm so nervous.
It's him.
Yes!
Real.
I'm gonna light his beard on fire!
No, the dwarf is real.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You are very confusing, my friend.
I'm gonna start patting.
So, wait, okay,
Oh,
hold on.
shit, I'm sorry.
I guess the question is, if Stumpy is real, the question is, how long have I been with you guys?
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Told you.
I have another piece of paper here from Modus Forestfall. Imagath. Wind whips around the tavern, causing tables and chairs to flip over and glassware to fly into walls, shattering into dramatic little explosions. Meanwhile, Anila, Kopesh, Stumpy, and Rico have stopped moving mid-reaction, as if completely frozen in time. The spiraling winds begin to center on Mo, and the illusion drops, revealing him to be the spirit of a raven Aarakocra with yellow eyes that seem to drink in the surrounding light, which spirals into his green pupils that glow unnaturally bright. Though he's the size of any mortal, the power he radiates is immense. This armor-clad Aarakocra must be him, Imagath. With a smile, he reaches up to close his helmet's visor, hiding his strange eyes as he initiates combat. A combat that will begin next time on Of Dice and Friends.
I knew it.
Yeah, you
I
had
answered
it.
my question, though.
What?
What question did I ask?
When?
How long has it been me?
I don't know. I don't care. It was you.
What? What the hell are you talking about? out.
Find out next week on Dice and Friends.
Thank you for listening to our podcast.
As I lunge at Nolan.
Not even Mo.
Yeah, Nolan. As we draw close to the end of part 5, our next short rest is coming up, so make sure you submit your questions for the cast. Sarek will be joining for that, so if you have questions for him, definitely ask. I'd like to thank our wonderful greater deities, Ricky, Linda, and Tom, our deities, Zach, Vic, Alleycat, Jason, Polymac, the Diligent Protector, Malpomene, Pete M, Riot Andre, and Indy, our celestials, Ironjaw, Lee, Tasha, Terry, Little Lib, Nick, Virgil McClurkin, and Chris Kremkow, our heroes, Ray Kitsune, Chris Matowski, Soren, and Vansel, and all of our adventurers. Oh, excuse me. If you want to affect the story like they do, come roll with us on Patreon. And another thanks to SQA Gaming for supplying our dice. I see Rachel's frustrations. That's all I have for today.
No, but
See you
actually,
next week.
oh, come on.
No, but actually,
God, I smelt that in the air. As soon as Nolan sat down, I felt it.
I just went to the bathroom,
You didn't answer
guys.
the question, though. How long?
I don't care. We're going to kill you anyway.
Having him be a raven was so smart.
Okay, so there's 4 people total.
Whoa.
And they're all bickering amongst themselves as well.
Mr. Mo, you went to the bathroom.
I went to the bathroom, yeah.
I think it's
I
Mo.
think, wait, time out. I did that as a joke because I had to pee.
I think this was a trick.
Okay.
I attacked Mo.
Okay.
Well, I said I was killing Mo next.
Yeah, wow. Wait a second. This is a trick.
No, I don't know. You guys could be planning something here.
Okay, my AC
I'm
is 17.
sus. So, Mo.
Roll your attack.
No. We must first figure out if we are all who we really are.
But the question wasn't about us, it was about them. I say it's
There's
Latifah.
literally 4 pieces of paper.
I say it's the bartender.
I can use my key points if we want.
Just do it.
I'm still a little sus of Mo.
I will stand between the two of you so you can roll your chi.
Key.
Key without
right.
being hit by a dragon or something.